Hello Kindred Spirits and welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Leo and I do videos on all sorts of cozy seasonal living. If that sounds good to you, I hope you will stay and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. You will have seen my Christmas in July shorts. I've been concentrating on learning about shorts and making shorts this month and just giving you, rather than a long video on Christmas in July and a long video on things that you can do to save money, to get prepared for Christmas ahead of time, instead of doing a long video, I've been doing shorts with just short, sharp bursts of information and tips that you can take away and you can use towards planning your Christmas. There will be a couple of long videos this month, and the first one is today's video, and basically I'm going to be just chatting to you about some Christmas plans I have and the kind of things that are going to be different in my home this year for Christmas. Now, one of the major things that's going to be different this year is the fact that I'm completely changing my Christmas aesthetic, my Christmas look. You will have seen from my previous content that before I had a flocked sort of frosted Christmas tree, and I have two sets of Christmas decorations and I kind of switch them out every year, every couple of years. I had some white and blue and silver Christmas decorations, and then I also had white, gold and red Christmas decorations, and both looked really well, looked really good on the white flocked Christmas tree that I had. Now, that Christmas tree, I am extremely pleased to say, was donated this last Christmas, because quite simply, for an asthmatic, that tree was a health hazard. The tree was quite an old tree, probably about 10 years old, and the white flocking on it just tended to aggravate my chest. So every time I put up that Christmas tree, I would have to go and put it up outside because enclosed spaces and the sort of dust that came off the sort of older flocked Christmas trees just literally aggravated my chest, and I landed up having asthma attacks or needing to have my inhaler while I was setting up the tree and while I was taking down the tree. I ended up donating that tree to someone who was extremely pleased to have it. I am looking this year for a pre-lit Christmas tree, and definitely not a flocked Christmas tree because it's a health hazard for me. So I've got my eye on a Christmas tree that is, oh, it's so beautiful. It is the Balsam Hill Silverado Slim Christmas tree, 6 foot pre-lit Christmas tree. It's beautiful. It's very expensive, so I am saving my way up to getting my hands on this Christmas tree in the hopes that that is a tree that I will have for this Christmas. I've really outgrown that sort of colour palette that I had, the two colour palettes that I had, because I've done them for the last 10 years. So I was really looking for something warmer, something a bit more Scottish log cabin, really cozy, warm, more traditional feeling Christmas. So I'm going to insert some slides here of the kind of aesthetic and the kind of look I'm going for, so that you can have a look and see kind of where my inspiration has come from. What do you think? I really like the look. I think it's going to look great, and it's going to be a little bit more timeless. I think the look is kind of timeless, so it'll be one of those kind of traditional Christmas looks that just goes, it doesn't date, and it goes on for years and years, and I can sort of add to the look in the Christmases in the future. You will have noticed in the beginning of the video how I've set up my book nook in my room, and I've kind of been calling it Christmas Corner. So I've been lying here in the evenings reading, and you'll have seen how it's looking so cozy and warm with those beautiful reds and the tartans. Most of the items that I am looking to incorporate into the look this year have actually been thrifted. I've been looking at charity shops and car boot sales and things like that throughout the year, and I've just been picking up items because, like I said, some of the baubles I've had on Christmas tree before this year are red and gold, so I'll keep some of those and just add to them. Both the throws that are on my chaise that I'm sitting on at the moment have actually come from One was a car boot sale and one was a charity shop. So the tartan one was from a charity shop. It's beautiful. It came from Habitat originally. I picked it up for a song. And the gorgeous this knitted throw that's on the back of the chaise was actually from a car boot sale. John Lewis one, in stunning condition, for a £5. So I was really, really pleased with that, and I think those will look great on the sofa. Also got this lovely tartan cushion cover. I got the cushion with the cushion cover from a charity shop as well. This is originally from Next. And then I've got these sort of velour or velvety ones that I've been using every year. So I think the two of them together look quite nice. I really want to go for a kind of mixed plaid, mixed tartan kind of look, because I don't want it to be too matchy. I want it to kind of feel like, if the Weasleys had a Christmas log cabin up in the Scottish Highlands, right? That's the kind of look I'm going for. So I have been picking up bits and pieces from charity shops. Also, I got a few pieces actually from the local florists. So when they were having a sale after Christmas, they had some gorgeous pieces in their sale, and I picked those up also for a song. So I was really, really pleased with what I've collected so far, and everything that I pick up from now on will kind of go with that theme. You guys will also have noticed that some of the items from the B-roll were from the items that I picked up when I was in America last Christmas. So if you want to see more of the items I picked up in America last Christmas, I will leave a link to that video down below. So let me start off with showing you the most messy item. So this is one of the items I got from the florists. It's beautiful, it's a bit messy, but I thought I got two of these and I thought it would really go nicely on the mantelpiece. It's these sort of gold topiary trees. Now, I thought these would look lovely on the mantelpiece, maybe on either side of the mantelpiece, twinkling lights in between. There is a lot of glitter and things on here, so I'm not going to handle it too much. But these were a couple of quid each, and I think they're going to be fantastic. Well, they were $14.95 to start off with. I did not pay $14.95 for them. And I thought they would be really nice on either side of the mantelpiece, maybe on either side of the fireplace on the floor. I'm not quite sure as yet, but they do shed a bit, so I'm trying not to handle them too much. The next item I got from the florists, let me just unwrap it. I got two of these gorgeous candle holders. Now this is a sort of a muted gold. It looks silver, but it actually is gold. And these are candle holders. Fantastic wine glass to be a really, really tall wine glass if you were desperate, I suppose. But these are going to look, I really like this kind of mercury glass kind of look, and the fact that it's not like in your face gold. So I thought these would probably look really, really good on the dining room table over Christmas, just to sort of take that light up a bit rather than have all the candles down on one level. So it will kind of build the layers and the levels will look more interesting, and they'll add more interest to the decor, because I find a lot of Christmas decorations, all the sort of centerpieces and things like that, everything is kind of flat. So I thought this might add some interest. Got these from the florists, and I think I picked two up for a £5, so it wasn't too bad. The last thing I got from the florists was two of these gorgeous candle holders. They already had this sort of burlap ribbon on. They already had this tartan ribbon on. This is more the sort of buffalo plaid that is quite a big style choice in America, and with the little lights in it, it actually lights up, which I thought was stunning. There's a little bit of plastic there. So these are going to look fantastic, you know, I don't know, maybe on either side of the mantelpiece or on either side of the fireplace. But I just love the little twinkling lights. It looks like little fireflies in there. I might see if I can open this up, maybe add some baubles, but really, really good quality. And I think I paid $5 each for these. So I really didn't do too badly on these. Like I said, there's 2 of them, and they take AA batteries. And I think that'll go really well. I'm not 100% happy about the fact that the kind of tone to it is a bit sort of red gold as opposed to gold, so I might just be a little bit considerate about how I pair it with gold stuff as well, just to make sure that I don't have any clashing of the metals. But all in all, I think it'll work well. And then I've been looking around charity shops and car boot sales for other things that will kind of go with that aesthetic. As you'll see on my little plan, the slides that I showed you, there is a lot of sort of gold and brass looking. So I've been picking up these sort of gold candle holders, sort of, well, they're brass actually, but candle holders that kind of fit in with that sort of old gold kind of look, because I wanted to sort of make a display of using, you know, different heights of candle. I've got several of these actually in different sort of shapes and sizes, and I thought it would be really, really nice to have these maybe in front of the fireplace, or, you know, on the side, maybe just like a whole lot of different candles in front of the mirror on top of the fireplace, because I think it'll just really reflect that light and make it feel really, really cozy and homely. Continuing with the brass theme, I picked up this gorgeous fellow. I think he's absolutely stunning, and it holds tea lights here, so he will go really, really well with the sort of the rest of the brass stuff, and also very Christmassy. But also I thought this would be kind of good for after Christmas, and when I take down the tree, I can sort of leave up some of these nods to Christmas and some of these nods to winter, and leave up the throws and the sort of tartan cushion and the throws and things like that, just to sort of give that sort of you know, cozy Highland cabin look for winter, just to keep it nice and cozy at home, rather than just taking everything down and then having it feel a bit cold and a bit miserable after Christmas. I always feel after Christmas, I don't know about you, but once I've taken all the decorations down, I kind of feel a bit forlorn. I feel like the place just looks so bare. So I thought that just sort of keeping some of these winter inspired items up, it will look really, really nice and keep it a bit cozy in there. The last 2 items I've got to show for now are these giant pine cones. I found these at a charity shop. If there had been more, I would have got them all, because I really, really like the size of these. Compared to the usual small pine cones that you get, these are massive. I don't have any small pine cones with me at the moment to show you, but these are massive, and I've seen these sort of used in the sort of like Ralph Lauren, for instance. Ralph Lauren, I think, was it last year or the year before, they had a mantelpiece draped in all this gorgeous greenery with these massive pine cones, and it just looked so beautiful. And I thought that I might try and use some of these in a similar way. If I can find any more of these massive ones, I'm definitely going to get them. But I got these for a song. I think they were £1 for 2 or something, and I think those are going to go fantastic with the colour scheme. That's the decor for this Christmas coming up. Now that my daughter's a bit older, we're starting to look at different traditions for Christmas that are not so orientated around littler children. So some of the things we're still keeping for this Christmas are the North Pole breakfast, but that's sort of going to be given a little bit more of an adult or a little bit of an older child spin. I think I'm going to try and do something like a get-together with my daughter's friends for a Christmassy movie night. We definitely want to go and see another light show, because not last year, the year before, we went to Wakehurst Place and saw the beautiful light displays there over the festive season, and it was enchanting. If you haven't seen that video, I will leave a link to it down below so that you can catch that video. Absolutely stunning, and they do these kind of light displays all over the country. I would dearly love to see the one at Kew Gardens, so I'm going to keep my eye out and see where we can go and experience a similar light show. I will also be going this year. I'm already planning it. I've got a very special friend that lives in Norway, and she is coming down in November, I believe. So we are planning to go into London. So I may do a vlog on that, so you can see some of the Christmas decorations in London, and perhaps we're hoping to go to Harrods, so you can perhaps see some Christmas World, some of Harrods Christmas decorations, which are just stunning. And I might do a bit of a vlog so you can see our sort of girl shopping trip. Equally this year, we will be continuing with our new tradition that we started last year of having our sort of movie night and midnight feast, which we really enjoyed last year. So we're going to continue with that as well. So those are some of my Christmas ideas for this year. I know with the increase in prices, things are going to be quite tight for a lot of people this Christmas and possibly over the next couple of years. And that is why I've put together a special ebook of fun, festive Christmas ideas that don't cost an awful lot, that you can do at home on a small budget. I will leave the link down below for you to download that and for you to get a copy for yourself. It's absolutely free on my blog. There are some lovely ideas in there for some festive get-togethers and some things that you can do to make Christmas magical without spending an absolute fortune. Especially since a lot of the things that we do these days around Christmas, like going to pantomimes and Christmas markets and things like that, can be extremely expensive. You can download a copy for yourself, and I'm hoping that you will send your friends over so that they can get a copy for themselves as well. Friends, as always, it's been a pleasure to make videos for you, and I'm always grateful to have you here with me watching my content. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below about what your Christmas aesthetic is and what changes you might be making this year, or what items you are looking forward to doing this year. If you would consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell, I'd be ever so grateful. All of these things really do help out the channel. It just means that I can gauge what you like, what you want to see more of, so that I'm making content that you enjoy, as well as showing you the kind of things that I enjoy. Everything that you can do, hitting the like, subscribing, hitting the notification bell, all helps the channel out, and it helps me to improve what I'm doing here. So I'd be ever so grateful. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.